Go.
Okay guys, this is the new way that we want to do passive range of motion of the shoulder. We can do active assistive. We can treat this as a eccentric device, just like we do our other equipment. And basically this is going to stay on here. When you want to establish the range, I suggest setting 100% of the range and then dialing it back as needed. So I'm going to establish this. The one direction is down here, so I'll just press 1. The 2 direction is going to be all the way at the top. It's a little bit stiff to push up at first. So that's the top of the range, 2, okay? And then from there, when we go on passive motion, that's going to cycle up and down, okay? The idea would be once you've established that, then you could throttle down the range. So it's always going to, one, you're never going to have to adjust, but here on the 2 direction, I'm going to put it down to 70%. So when I go 70, now of course the person is not going to be holding on to this as you're adjusting it. But see how 70 doesn't go up as high now? And so the idea being, if that's a range, and you always tell the person, just let go of this if you feel something you don't like. They're not strapped to the machine. And so I'm just holding on to this. I could turn to my side to get scaption. I could face forward to get more pure flexion. So that, but as you will see, this is just taking me through my range of motion here. And then the idea would be, once a person has warmed up, you can go ahead and go from, say, 70% to 75%. Now this next one is going to go a little bit higher. You can warn the patient of that. And again, they just let go if they feel something they don't like. You could have them resisting this a little bit on the way up, helping it on the way down, just like any other piece of equipment. But we're going to use it primarily as a range of motion device. People tend to trust a machine more than they do a person sometimes, because a machine is predictable. But this is going to stay on. You adjust it. Again, that's the 2 direction, that's the 1 direction. Play with it, please, before you put a patient on it. Now, this is right for me, because see how that's lined up here? So if a person is shorter than me, then they're going to have maybe a little bit of an issue, in which case we could just have them hold on to something like this, because this is as low as the machine goes. Now, if they're taller than me, it's pretty easy. From here, we just raise the machine. Again, don't ever make an adjustment when the person is on the machine, but you can see here, now we have the machine elevated. Most of the time, I would like this machine to be down because it's just more stable in that position. So ask me if you have questions. Again, please play with it several times before you ever put a patient on. Thanks.